Hey guys, how you doing? Dave coming at you here. Just thought I'd share a brief video with you of some exciting news. Well, news which I think is exciting about our new beautiful website. Those of you who have gone to the other website in previous years have noticed that the website is really clunky. It was full of ads. It was hard to navigate, just about impossible to print anything. Personally, if I had have gone there, I would have said, forget it. I'm going back somewhere else. I'll listen to the video, jot it down. And that's one of the reasons I started putting the recipes below the video. With this, it's bold, it's vibrant, it's beautiful. So I just thought I'd take a few minutes and walk you through it. To begin with, we have up the very top here, we have the cookie policy, and every website does have a cookie policy. You can find out more if you want, just simply click on that, but it'll bring up a 3-page cookie policy document, and I don't think you would really want to read through that. They're all the same, so just X off that. And of course, cook and share, and we have our social media that you want to engage with us, Twitter, YouTube, of course, Facebook, etc., Tumblr. That was Tumblr, not Twitter. This is Twitter. Anyway, down below you have the search bar to become a member, and you can become a member of this site, which is kind of cool, and we're going to be working on the features of that. Share your recipe. You can share recipes on here, and we are working on that too. Search recipe. This is kind of an important one because everything you see here on the slider, which I really love, is the recipes we've done in a different format, and they're all clickable. You can go ahead and click on those, and they'll take you to the new recipe format, etc., etc. Now, if you want to search for some old ones, the search bar up the top will only give you the new recipes. So you could type in lasagna, you could type in pasta dishes, casseroles, whatever it might be, and it will bring you to the new recipes in that category, but not the old ones. We're still working on the old ones, and it might be a little while in development. Like 1,000 recipes is quite hard to go through, but we'll get them done. So anyway, up here, search recipes. If you want to look for some of the old recipes, you can go to beef, beverages, whatever you like. There's all kinds of cool stuff there. Now, if you want to search an older recipe, you can go down here to the Google search bar, and it will bring up the older recipes in the site. But like I say, eventually we're going to have them all here in this category, and you can just go ahead and search through them. A lot of other cool features, let me show you. For example, if we wanted to click on this recipe from the slider, I won't click on it. It'll take you directly to the new recipe. The bar below right here, I'm going to try not to make it too dizzy with my scrolling, is the featured recipes, then some popular ones, of course, the latest. So we'll go back to featured here, and I'm going to continue to go down. This is an ad. Now, a lot of people, there's a big controversy over this. A lot of people say, well, why do you put ads on your website? I hate ads. Don't take them off. I don't want to look at them. I'm not going to leave the website, blah, blah, blah. Well, the reality of the issue is that's how we make money. That's how I'm allowed to be here, is through ads. I mean, if it wasn't for ads, I wouldn't be here. I'd be working somewhere else. I wouldn't be sharing recipes with you. And so that's just reality. The way things are, everybody makes money from something else. Anyway, enough said about that. I'm not going to go on about that. Then these pictures of the food, I just love it. They're so big, they're so bold, they're so vibrant, and again, they're clickable. And so if we go right down to the very bottom, you've got About Us. That's the same as the old websites. And there's some really cool new categories here. So if I click on, let's say, appetizers, and that's going to take you to all appetizer websites or all appetizer recipes. Pretty cool, eh? Now, again, this is in the making. There'll be a lot more on there in the future. So let's go back here. So just scroll down again. Doesn't this chicken look absolutely stunning? I just love it. Just looks so good. So let's go ahead and click on a recipe. And I'm going to go ahead and find a good one here. Again, trying to make you not so dizzy. Let's click on our juicy and delicious breakfast burgers. And I find this website is a lot faster than the old one. The old one was so slow and clunky. Now, up top here, of course, you have your categories. It's a breakfast. It also can be a snack. Juicy and delicious, the name of the recipe. Now, the cool thing is you can kind of just jump to the recipe. You don't have to look at all this, the pictures and whatnot, or you can jump to the video, and all the videos are posted below, and I'm going to show you that in a few minutes here. Or in the new format, you can print the recipe, which is really printer friendly. It's great. And I'm just going to click that for a second here. So we're going to print recipe. And the cool thing is, I mean, you've got all these check marks up top. So you can say, no, I don't want to do the nutrition. I don't want to do the instructions. Well, of course you want to do the instructions. I don't want the image because I'm going to waste a whole lot of ink. So you can take that off and then just go ahead and print. So to me, that's pretty cool. Anyway, back up. If you want to search for another recipe, there's always the good old Google search here. And let's go down, a brief description of it. Now, if it's an older recipe, I should tell you, you can't print using this print button. So what I've done is I've added another print button until we get all the recipes in the new format, and you can just click here and it'll go ahead and print it for you. You have the same option. You can delete what you want. If you don't want to print the picture, you don't have to print the picture. And of course, share us on Facebook, Twitter, so on and so forth. I mean, YouTube is not the only player in the game. So we go down to the recipe. We have the picture. And this is totally printable. If you see this in the recipe, it is printable. And then you have your difficulty. This is kind of my guess that, somebody who's just beginning really wouldn't want to make something like this. It might be a little difficult by the time you make the burger patties, so on and so forth. So I just guessed it might be a little off. The prep time, the cook time. So again, you're 30 minutes. I'm going to try and keep most of our recipes down to 30 minutes. It's difficult at times. Servings 4, give you the calories and the best season, of course, suitable throughout the year. Again, another quick description. Now, this is really cool, this feature right here. The ingredients now and the servings. So if I want to change the servings to 3, notice it's going to change the ingredients. So say I've only got 2 people, so you're not going to use half a pound of lean ground beef, you're going to use a 1/4 pound. But we'll go back up to 4. So that you can do if you say, oh my goodness, I don't want cheese on that. So you're going to take cheese off and it puts a line through it. And then you're going to go ahead and print the recipe and it'll take the cheese off the printer or off the printed version. Your instructions, you can turn the video on or off. So if you turn it off, it won't show the video. Of course, if it's on, it will. And this is the video and your nutrition facts. Okay, so again, get off our cookie policy here. And you can leave a reply. Again, we have the categories down the bottom. One other thing I should show you is that American, Arabian, Asian, Italian, Mediterranean, whatever it might be. And then recipe keys. If you want beef recipes, you would just click on that. More beef recipes, I should say. Milk. Mixing, it does involve mixing, so on and so forth. So again, I think it's a pretty cool looking website. Let's go back home here and see if there's anything that I haven't shown you. The store, we are developing an Amazon store, and any of the stuff that I use I won't endorse it unless I really like it. You can buy from our store. You can buy from Amazon itself. If you buy from our store, we make a little bit of commission on it. I will be honest with you, but you don't pay any more for it. So if you want to help us out, that's great. I'll keep posting stuff on there. Like some of the air fryers we've done, I'm going to put them on the Amazon store. Some of the spices, some of the pots and pans, et cetera, et cetera. Anyway, getting back to the website, I just think it's fantastic. You can go ahead down here and do a PDF version. Something I need to mention, guys, that in the future, now this is in the future, I hope to develop a cookbook. So you can just go ahead and it'll be an electronic cookbook. Part of me says I'd like to do an electronic cookbook, and another part of me says, I would love to do the old-fashioned printed version. So we'll see what happens, but that's been my goal for 5 years now. Well, maybe over 5 years. I just haven't gotten around to it, just haven't had the time. So that's pretty well a walk through our new website. It's like I said, the pictures are bold, they're beautiful, still in the development. So be patient with us. If you happen to notice, some issues with it, leave a comment in the YouTube comments section, or you can leave a comment on here. Probably would be easier to leave it on YouTube because more apt to get it there right at this point in time anyway. So anyway, guys, I don't think there's a whole lot more I haven't told you. Please, please, please go over, check out the website, play around with it, and let us know what you think. And thanks for watching. I sure hope you found this information good, and we'll see you next time.